Are you trying to build a business online but find yourself feeling overwhelmed or stuck? You really can't figure out what actions to take, what steps to take, or maybe you've been doing it for a while but you're just not seeing results and you kind of feel lost? Well, stay tuned, because in this video I'm gonna give you some helpful tips that I learned from my entrepreneur journey to really help you get past that overwhelming feeling of I don't know what to do. And that's coming up right now. What's going on, guys? My name is Gabe Ekemezie and I'm your internet marketing guide, and welcome to my channel. On my channel I talk everything entrepreneurship and I help you build a business and brand that you are proud of so that you can live the life that you deserve. So if this is your very first time on my channel, feel free to subscribe and help the channel grow. I really appreciate the support. And today I really want to talk about how to get over this feeling of not really knowing what to do or feeling overwhelmed. You know where you want to go, you see other people there, and you just can't seem to figure out the steps to get to that point. So as an entrepreneur, especially if you're just getting started, this is a very common thing to have. So don't beat yourself up about it. It happens to the best of us. It happened to me too. When I first got started, I was a student back then and I realized, I want to start, making some extra money on the side, and I think doing something online would be the best way to do that. So I started researching, started looking up different things. I saw other people doing it, but as I started going deeper and deeper into it, I started getting overwhelmed and realizing, wow, there's a lot of things to do that I don't even know what to do. Like, where do I even start? I don't even know how to sell anything. Like, what do I do? And that's one thing I really want to address first. It's this thing called information overload, and I'm sure you've heard of it if you've been in any of the space for any amount of time. But if you haven't, information overload is basically when you overload your mind with all the stuff that you think you need to do in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish. And this is a really dangerous place to be. And it's not your fault that you end up even being in this situation. Actually, it's the school systems that really do this to us. Let me give you an example. When we're in school, we learned that we have to study hard so that we can do good in tests. The point is to learn as much information as we can, perfect that knowledge so that on the test, we make less mistakes. Less mistakes equals better grades equals opportunities, praise, the whole 9 yards. And so when we take that mentality and we bring it into real life, or we bring it into building a business or being an entrepreneur, that doesn't really work, because you can't really learn everything to be able to ace the test of entrepreneurship. It doesn't really work like that. In fact, the way that you learn in entrepreneurship and in business is to just do it, is to just get started, which is my first tip to you guys. You just got to get started on something, because you're not going to be able to develop, learn what you need to learn, improvise, and change things that are not working if you don't have anything to work with. It's kind of like trying to renovate a house when you don't have a house to begin with. That makes no sense. You got to build the house first, and then you realize, I don't really like the way the kitchen looks, and then you renovate, you remodel, and you change things up. Same thing applies to starting an online business. You just got to start somewhere. So don't let the overwhelm of looking at the grand scale picture of things confuse you and really hold you back from starting something. And here's another great example. You could be the world's expert in knowing how to ride a bike. I mean, I'm talking, you got the PhD in riding a bike, you studied bikeology and the study of pedalology or whatever. You get what I'm saying, right? You know all the theory, everything in terms of knowledge when it comes to riding a bike. You could study this for 30, 40, 50 years, but until you get on an actual bike, sit down and try and ride it, you'll never actually know how to ride a bike. In fact, even with all those years of experience and knowledge, I promise you the first time you get on a bike, you're gonna fall. It's just gonna happen. You're gonna fall again and again and again. It's not until you actually learn the mechanics of riding a bike and you actually get the muscle memory of riding a bike, and then that's when the knowledge that you know, as well as the implementation and the experience that you get from riding the bike, come together, and then you can ride that bike. The same thing applies for building a business. You could sit and try and figure out everything, but that doesn't matter. Even if you did know everything, it's not going to really help you unless you pick something and implement first. It's the implementation along with the information that's gonna help you actually get clarity on where you wanna go. My second tip I have for you is pick one direction. There are many different places you can go. Do I start a YouTube channel? Do I create a blog? Do I build an email list? Do I create a product? Do I sell other people's products? Do I do affiliate marketing or network marketing or e-commerce or drop shipping? There's a lot of different ways that you can make money online. And there's a lot of different routes that you can go. So for you, in order to clear out this whole feeling of overwhelm and feeling stressed out about not knowing what to do, you just need to pick one thing and start with that one thing. So when I first got started, I saw people had blogs and websites and all this kind of stuff, and it was kind of confusing for me. So then I realized I just have to pick one thing and stick with that one thing. So I started making videos, and I sucked at it. It was terrible. I just kept going at it, and I started putting my videos on YouTube, and then that's when I started building traction. And then from there, I started learning, okay, I need a website now. Oh, I need to create a capture page or a landing page to get people onto my email list. So I got to start emailing now. And you know, things just kind of spiral from there. But I picked one thing, I picked one direction, and I focused on that one direction. So pick one direction and focus on that first. Yes, you can learn multiple things, and nobody said that you can't eventually do multiple things, because obviously and clearly it can be done, but people learn multiple things well by learning one thing at a time well. And especially as a beginner, you want to start learning one thing at a time. Same thing goes for what kind of business do you want to build? Do you want to do affiliate marketing? Do you want to do network marketing? Do you want to build your own products? Pick one that you resonate with most, something that you feel that would be a good mix for you. And the more you do it, the more you'll learn, and the more you'll know what you need to learn in order to master that thing and make it work for you. My third and final tip is seek mentors. Now, I know you've probably heard of this before, but when I first got started, this confused me a little bit, because I was like, well, where can I get a mentor? I'm a student, you know, I don't know any famous people, let alone any successful entrepreneurs. You know, how am I supposed to just walk up to some old guy and ask them, can you mentor me? That's kind of weird. I realized that what you can do is you can follow mentors, okay? And what I mean by this is you can have digital mentors. Follow people that inspire you, follow people who've gone through what you're going through, and who can give you some guidance based off of their life experience. And it doesn't matter whether they're currently here or, you know, passed on. For example, Jim Rohn was one of my first mentors, and he was an amazing mentor to me. His content is still on YouTube. He still has courses and seminars that I started to dive in deep with and learn as much as I can. He really helped change my perspective. He helped me with my personal development. He helped me get the mindset of being an entrepreneur down first and build that foundation for me. The list goes on and on and on of mentors that you can follow. So find people that do what you do and follow them and emulate them in whatever space that you're doing, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's a brand, whether you're trying to be a YouTuber, whatever it is, follow those people and learn from them, okay? But don't get stuck in just watching their lives. This can also be a problem, okay? Watch what they do, learn from them, but then also turn back and implement and take action in your own life. Focus on what you can be doing in your circumstances, in your situation, to help you move the needle forward. Other great mentors can be found in books, in audiobooks, which is my personal favorite, websites, social media accounts, whatever you can find. Even if you can go to seminars, that's great too. So find mentors out. Mentors help cut your learning curve in half. They help you save you a lot of heartache, a lot of time, and really serve as some inspiration and motivation to get you to where you want to go. All right, guys, so I hope this video helps if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're not really sure what action steps to take. Remember, guys, that it's okay to feel that way, especially if you're just getting started. Focus on that one thing and take action on that one thing consistently. When you do that, the doors seem to open up and you really start to figure out what the next step is for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed to my page, feel free to do so. And if you want to become an entrepreneur or you're just getting started, but you're really trying to figure out how things work, I invite you to sign up for my free 7-day email course. It's a 7-day course that goes over the foundational basics of starting an online business and how, even if you are already starting an online business, how you can start building momentum to help you get the results that you want to get. So if you're stuck, if you're clueless, sign up for my free 7-day email course. The link is down below in the description as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.